Hi guys, Ahoy here, once again with another quick update on Tamadoge. Here I'll be highlighting the AMA Tamadoge had today on Telegram and why I believe Tamadoge will most likely be another pump and dump. If you're new here, welcome to my channel where I do token reviews, crypto updates, news, and even bring men's rights and red pill awareness. So if you find this to be helpful and informative, please take a moment to help support this channel by simply liking, subscribing if you haven't yet already, and hit the bell so you never miss another video. With all that out of the way, let's jump right in. First, let's start off with Tamadoge AMA. Today, Tamadoge had a voice AMA on Telegram on Infinity Chain, and there wasn't really much really going on in the AMA. It's very similar to the Twitter AMA that I reviewed not too long ago. And towards the end, when it was like the live Q&A type of thing, most people were just asking the same question, which was where can they get more information about the token and more information about their plans and stuff like that. So it was very, very simple, but there was one question that really caught my attention, and this was from Murray. So he even actually commented in one of my videos, or two of my videos. He even mentioned there that he was even banned from Telegram, from the chat. So I find it to be very, very interesting. And he asked this question, which was about Tom Seabrook. And he basically asked this question, which was, why is it that Tom Seabrook on his LinkedIn doesn't mention crypto PR? And if you guys watch my other video, I mentioned there that Tom Seabrook, he actually worked for Crypto PR, and Crypto PR is a crypto marketing agency. And they work with like a lot of news outlets, media. They do a lot of Telegram. They do a lot of anything that is related to marketing. Okay, so they work a lot with those things, and even help promote your project to get more followers and social media. Like they do a lot of marketing. Okay, and they even work with like other influencers and stuff like that. So Carl, who is the head of growth for Tamadoge, he pretty much answered saying that yes, he worked in Crypto PR, but they haven't updated that yet, meaning that perhaps he's not working for Crypto PR anymore. I wasn't really clear on exactly his response because, by the way, his voice wasn't that clear. It was a little bit muffled. I don't know if it was because of the signal, the line, or the Wi-Fi, or the internet, or what. But it wasn't as very, very clear, and the volume was kind of low. I had to really put up my volume on my phone to hear what was going on. So yeah. But anyways, so that's pretty much what he answered, and that they were going to update that right there. But yes, he did acknowledge that Carl, okay, from Tamadoge, he did acknowledge that he did work for Crypto PR, but apparently he's not doing that anymore, and that and that he acknowledged that it wasn't on LinkedIn, but he didn't really give a clear response about it. He just said that yes, it's true, and kind of left it lingering around. Okay. The second question Murray asks, okay, on the AMA is that he noticed there was some sort of type of flaw, okay, on the allocations, on the codes, or on the smart contract, on the supply, and I apologize, guys. I mean, I tried to record it. I did record it, but for some reason, the audio didn't record on my iPhone. I don't know why that happened. If you guys know how to fix that, let me know in the comment section down below. The point is that as much as I can try to remember what was said, okay, was that Carl from Tamadoge was going to look into it, and that he wasn't fully aware. I guess this was something new to him, and they said, okay, I'll look into it, to see what's going on, and just very calmly respond, okay. But yeah, so shout out to Murray for bringing that, those details over there on the AMA. But yeah, so I just find that to be very interesting. And towards the end, Murray even offers to share with him through Telegram, So if you're if you're watching this, Murray, and you also want to share that information with me and kind of give me a short description of, what you wanted to share, feel free. You could email me, and that's CryptoAhoy, the same as my channel. So it's cryptoahoy@gmail.com. Feel free to just email me, and yeah, so I can gladly go ahead and review it and also share it with the rest of us. Now, the big question is why I think Tamadoge is most likely going to be a pump and dump. Well, simply, okay, and I'm going to try to be brief as much as I can, is that if I were to compare with other similar, okay, They're a little bit different, but they seem to sort of have the same strategy, okay? The same frame. I want to compare here to Dodgebunk, okay? So look at all this media, very similar, okay, to Tamadoge, okay? So we see all this news media and everything, okay? Some are even the same, but we see here that, you know, they're out in the news outlets, okay? Then the next thing here, these are not the devs, but these are just comments from popular, like, people that are up there, okay, who are commenting about Dodgebunk, okay? So that's creating more hype, okay? So just keep that in mind. And as we scroll down, we have bonk memes right here as well, which is interestingly very similar to what Tamadoge is doing. You see here, they're doing also memes on their Tamadoge. So we see here on Instagram, they're also making, you know, their version of memes. We also see here that Dodgebunk also made their games, okay? So to check out these two games, if we just click on it, let's start with this vertical one here, which is a mobile game. You know, we have it here on Google Play. All right. So, I mean, it's nothing fancy. The same thing goes with this other game right here, which is the Battle Bunk. So we click on it. Again, it's nothing fancy. It's, you know, it looks definitely like a meme game type of thing. You know, but that's all right. But yeah, so, I mean, they have done some games as well. And it's very similar to Tamadoge, okay? You know, the games might be different, either if that's, you know, NFT games, if that's augmented reality games, or if that's a VR game, and of course, play to earn games. Regardless of where you want to put them, they are all under the same umbrella. Different buckets, but pretty much under the same categories of games. And let's just quickly take a look here at their timeline, okay? So we see here that they made it, you know, they launched it on the BSC chain, okay? We see here that it's been listed on CoinGecko, okay, on BonkSwap, Trust Wallet, and you know their achievements, which is not bad. They've even been on the billboard of Penn Station, New York City, partners with Rubik, meme generators, you know, like, so they have reached a market cap of 50 million. So everything looks awesome. They have also completed their audit on Solidity Finance, billboards in Australia. So, you know, you guys can go check it out. I have the link down below so you guys can also like take a look at the timeline. So everything looks awesome here, okay? But what is the problem, okay? Anything that goes up with hype, at some point, it's going to have to fall, okay? And recently, we see here, and this year in April was when they released their Floppy Bonk and Android, and also Meme Tools partners with Moonscan, okay? And something very ironic, okay? I'm going to actually go to Meme Tools and show you their price chart. So let's just go here and go all the way down to where it is currently, okay? So look at that. It is roughly, let me just quickly put this here. So it is roughly like 96%, okay? So it is like 96% down from where it was, where people started to like really sell, okay? So that's crazy, guys. That means that if it starts at this right here, let's say it starts around here and it ends up where it first started or even below, then that's a clear sign, in my opinion, of a pump and dump. You know, a rug pull will be something very different. It will be like Squid Games, okay? That thing was straight down. That's obviously a rug pull. But in this case, Dodgebunk is not. It's more of a pump and dump, okay? So we see this here. And if that's not enough, let me show you another one. Remember Dodgelon Mars? Okay, well, this one doesn't have much, okay? It does have a pretty large community, okay? I'm not gonna lie, it has a large community. But again, if it's just based on pure hype and not much utility, it also falls under this category of pump and dump. So we can just go here very quickly to take a look at in CoinMarketCap. Look at this, okay? So we see the first pump and dump, how it went all the way up, okay? This was around May of last year, I think. And then it quickly went back down, okay? So, you know, that was a huge pump and dump. I don't think it was a rug pull, okay? It was more of a pump and dump. Why? Because it still went back up, okay? So we see here we had another run, okay? Also on the same year of last year in November, but then it slowly started to crawl back down, okay? So this was like a more sustained type of, like, it went up, but then it slowly started to fall with style, like something that Buzz Lightyear would say. And in spite of having a lot of followers and everything, but it didn't really have much of a utility. So in spite of having a large number of followers on social media and even being tradable, okay, in Crypto.com exchange, this project still ended up being as a pump and dump. 2 times. Now, I am not trying to say that all projects are pump and dumps, okay? Any projects can, and even stocks can be subject to pump and dumps, okay? But it all really depends who initiates it. So really, there's only 2 groups of people that can start this, okay? Or even both at the same time, okay? One group of people are the devs by creating hype, marketing, getting people to shill, getting people to buy more, just creating a lot of movements, getting posted on news outlets, etc. The second group of people are the community itself, okay? Or a group of people within the community that all they want to do is just make a quick buck, but at the expense of others. Similar to the devs, okay? It depends on your attention. If they just want to make a quick buck, well, you need to understand that in this type of market, anything that goes up has to drop. And the last person who gets into the train, okay, and doesn't come off, they're going to be the last one holding the bag and lose. So the community, or this part of a community, can all get together, very similar to what happened to GameStop, okay? So they all got together, they started to buy, okay, and started to run up the pricing, okay, and they were creating a, small squeeze, okay? Because I know some of you guys are going to say, well, that's different because they were not doing a pump and dump. They were having this battle against the hedge funds. I get it, okay? But that consists of it's still inside the same premise of a pump, because for you to do that, to squeeze them out, you need to create a sort of pump, right? The problem is that, just by normal common sense and logic, anything that goes up has to come down, okay? And the triggering point is going to be whoever starts to sell. Because if they're selling, okay, because at some point some people are selling, but if there's more buyers than sellers, then obviously it's not going to affect it as much because there's more in thing coming out. But as soon as that switches, that balance moves towards the opposite direction, then at that point is when we start to kind of see more of a panic selling. Why? Because all of a sudden the price is dropping and we don't see no resistance and it just keeps dropping and dropping. So there's a lot of panic selling. Okay. So yes, even though you initiate it as a short squeeze, yes, but that is due to a pump, which people are selling, and then it comes to a point, too much selling, it crosses a really fast drop, and there we go, pump and dump. After all this information and kind of comparing it with Tamadoge, it seems like they are going towards the same similar direction, okay? I'm not saying exactly, but very, very similar to these other projects, okay? And the question is, what makes this apart and different from all the rest? And that's pretty much the question that we ask, on almost every token, because they all say the same thing, that I'm unique, that I'm different. There's something, we're not like the other ones. This one is going to be different. And we always see that with the community. They always say, oh no, this one is the one. This one is different. This one, has longevity. This one has a future. And we always hear that, that they're always different. So I'm going to compare here, okay? I'm going to enter into a little bit of the red pill thing, okay, real quick. So it's very similar to that girl that says, no, I'm unique. I'm different. I'm not like the rest. We've heard that so many times, okay? But at the end of the day, we kind of notice, okay, with time that they're not any different than the girl, the next girl. Why? Because at the end of the day, they all want the same guy. They all want the high value guy who's, 6 foot, who has status, who has money, who has, security, that is a provider. So at the end of the day, they pretty much all end up wanting the same thing. But they all say, not all of them, I'm going to correct myself. I'm going to say most of them, okay? Not all, most of them will say that they're unique, that they're different, and they're not like the rest of the girls. But, it's very similar to token projects, okay? They say they're different, they're unique, they're not like the rest. But at the end of the day, just give it 1 month and 2 months, okay? And that is what I predict, okay? That if we're lucky in 1 month or maybe 2 months, okay, then we're going to start seeing a chart, for Tamadoge, very, very similar to this one, okay? And now it can change. It could look something like this as well. They can have 2 pumps, okay? 2 pump and dumps. One just a real quick one, and then the other one can take a while and then slowly kind of fall back down. Or we can just have one, we don't really know. Only time will tell. And, at the end of the day is, your money, is your wallet, is your choice. You guys decide what you want to do. And that's one of my mottos, which is the choice is yours. If you're able to get in and get out and make a profit, that's great for you. But just keep in mind that sometimes when you win, it comes at a cost of somebody else, because someone has to end up holding the bag. And unfortunately, that's how the game goes. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, because I'll be making a review on this project, or on this token that is called Big Eyes. Very interesting, okay? You won't believe, the things that I found, okay? So stay tuned on this video that is coming up pretty soon. And don't forget to help support this channel by liking and subscribing if you haven't yet already, and also to hit the bell so you'll be notified on all my future videos. And remember to buy, hodl, sell, repeat. Till the next video. Peace.